Hi everyone, I'm Mark from jazzguitarlessons.net and welcome to our video for this hands-on series. It's volume 6 and we'll be exploring uncommon uses of common jazz guitar chords or even common cowboy chords. Here's the example. The goal of the hands-on series of jazz guitar videos is to actually put a lick or a chord under your fingers. So there's no more searching for ideas on the sea of jazz theory information on the internet. We'll give you stuff you need to play and then the stuff you need to be creative with it. Let's start with today's concept. The chord that I played at the beginning of the video, this one, comes from the November 2015 Tune of the Month Club issue on the song The Shadow of Your Smile, which is in the key of G major, E minor. We're going to look at a particular chord that is played and how to use this to explore even more options as far as comping. I want to show you something interesting. Here we have an example of a very common chord, one you probably know, of course, which is this D major, but being used in a way that makes the chord and the sound more exotic. So here it is, this is your D major, but we play it like this, with the G note. So the chord is a D chord using the good old cowboy grip or the cowboy guitar shape. However, there's that added note that makes a huge difference. It's the G on the low E string, and adding this G changes the whole meaning of the common D chord. Because this G is so low in pitch, it becomes de facto the bass note, and it changes the sound of the common D chord into something more jazzy interesting. So it's a G major 7 with the 9th here with no third. So it just sounds great. I love this sound. So if you're not sure what I mean, of course, when I say G major 7, please do not worry. You can start learning with our Jazz Guitar Comping 101 course. And if you're wondering about playing jazz chords, this is a great place to start to begin to master this idea of comping in a jazz guitar context. Now I'd like to show you some more uncommon uses for these otherwise common chords. So the examples here have been sorted out. There's this guy, and this guy. Of course, you can read all of this on the blog post and you can download the PDF. So the first example is example A with an F chord with a G bass added, and the result is a G sus9 chord. And then for example B, what we'll have is an A chord, this A chord, again with the bass added. So it's an A major triad, and the result this time is another kind of G major 7. It's a G major 9 sharp 11, and there's even a 6th here. And finally, here's example C, where we have a B chord, good old B chord, a B major triad with a bass note added. The result is another kind of major chord for G, which is G major 7 sharp 5. So just to recap the 3 examples, you have an F triad over a G bass, we have an A triad over a G bass, and we have a B triad over a G bass, each giving very particular and interesting sounds and extensions coming from these very basic shapes that we're already familiar with. If you're looking for even more information on jazz comping, including some rhythmic ideas, please go take a look at Jazz Guitar Comping 101 and Jazz Guitar Comping 102 and 103 courses. You'll find all you need to get started and way more. So thanks for joining us here in this hands-on volume 6. Hopefully you have some new and interesting stuff to work on with chords. For me, it's really amazing how you can repurpose those old chords and kind of lead to new ideas from very, very simple things. So the learning never ends, at least not for me. Please ask us questions here and give us feedback. You can leave comments on the video on this blog. We're here for you, and if you like our video, please do subscribe to the jazzguitarlessons.net YouTube channel, where you can find a lot more many lessons. I will see you soon on the website, jazzguitarlessons.net. Improve your jazz guitar playing with a real teacher. Take care. Thank you.